Oh, you didn't know? Welcome back to another episode of the LTS Wrestling Podcast. It's me. It's that NICC. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother. How's it going, everyone? And this is the first episode of 2026. I know we're a little bit, couple weeks into the year, but nonetheless, we're here back to give ourselves a new approach to this and kind of testing things out, right, Nick? So in the background, we actually got a little bit of Monday Night Raw happening right now because it's happening out of, I believe, Germany currently. So it's currently 12 p.m. here at Pacific Standard Time. I believe 9 a.m. on your end, Nick. Or actually, no, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Yeah, we're 2 hours ahead. But yeah, no, we wanted to kind of change things up here for a bit and see how this goes. But outside of that, thank you so much for everybody just all our followers, subscribers, following us on all our social media platforms, continue to support us. And thank God, we're here in 2026. Obviously, there's a bunch of things that we need to discuss because we just haven't had an episode since then. I guess looking at the landscape of WWE right now, pop-up trips, talking about a new era specifically. We see a bunch of NXT call-ups. Also got some new champions also to kind of speak on that. We even have things happening outside of WWE, right? TNA making their AMC debut. A bunch of good things happening also with the AEW roster. Mind you, there's a bunch of shuffling happening across all brands right now, all companies. But hey, you know what? Raw's just kind of got going here. Looks like Gunther's opening the show here. Obviously seems to have a big crowd reaction, seemingly.
I love Gunther, bro. I love it.
I do too. And how can you really hate the guy outside of the fact that he did retire?
Right? He's so good at he's eating
the way he did it. I'm sure
he's eating it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dude's he's definitely got that notch under his belt, specific because he was able to retire John Cena and Goldberg last year.
Yeah.
What is the crowd chanting right now? You tapped out or he tapped out? This is kind of interesting here. I don't know if you noticed, but Gunther's promo since defeating John Cena, it's almost interesting because he seems like a man of, less words, so to speak.
It is.
He's just coming out to kind of just get the crowd reactions of
oh yeah,
I'm not gonna.
Dude, he's just literally just flaming the crowd.
Right. And clearly it seems that there's this ongoing feud now with him and AJ Styles, which we all know that AJ Styles is basically going into his retirement year as well.
You think Gunther is going to be the guy to retire him though?
Man, it wouldn't surprise me, but it also feels like there could be a possibility that somebody else would. Maybe it's kind of something that they are planning down the line for. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of interesting, right? Because let's think about this. For AJ Styles, I think, do we go the same route here that we saw John Cena? In terms of John Cena's retirement tour and kind of what he wanted at the very end of his career.
Right.
Or do we get an AJ Styles retirement where they actually put him against one of his biggest rivals, so to speak, right?
And who would that be?
Well, the interesting thing is because they have that collaboration with TNA. But oddly enough, there's nobody that I can really think of outside of Frankie Kazarian that's currently on the TNA roster that could potentially be the right retirement match for.
I know
AJ
that's
Styles.
A tough one because I've been thinking about that too. Who would be a good person to put against AJ Styles for his retirement match?
I'll be honest. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean. It's not just somebody who not just somebody who would make sense as far as you know what I mean, as far as his career goes, but just somebody who would also do him justice. You know, keep up with his style of wrestling and just make him look good overall in his last match. You know what I mean? So like, it's just one of those things. Like AJ is just, I mean, he's gonna do good regardless of
Right.
whoever you put him in the match with. He's gonna put on a banger of a match. But it's just one of those things that it's hard to think about. Like, who would you put him in the last match with?
No, I agree with you, and I think there's a lot of people I can think of, or maybe like a handful of people I can think of. The only thing is they're on the AEW roster. The one person I'm thinking of, Samoa Joe, because
dude, yes,
historically, it's like those guys are like, they're tight at the hip, in my opinion, right? And when you think of like greater rivalries, that's probably it for me. Otherwise, you have people like Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, a bunch of New Japan former alums, right? Specifically during his time in New Japan. Maybe Finn Balor. I think he's like probably the only other person that I would say
Finn would be a good one
on the WWE roster. But it's hard to kind of speculate right now because it's not something that I feel like we can kind of tell from the beginning of this year.
Right. I feel like we're too far. We're a little too far away from his retirement, but not super far away. Like I feel like we're encroaching on his retirement, but we're not super far away, but we're not we're not close enough to see it.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's interesting just because it almost seems like they could just go the Gunther route, and if they really believe in Gunther that much, then it almost seems like they would give him the nod to pretty much retire AJ Styles. And, the other name that's being thrown out there as well that is supposedly on a retirement year is Brock Lesnar, right?
Right.
Brock Lesnar is obviously one of the names that they've been pitching to have a match with Gunther, specifically at WrestleMania. But, like with all those things that were happening outside of WWE, specifically with the the Janelle Grant situation tied with Vince McMahon, that kind of like put everything at a halt, specifically pulling Brock off TV, right? So it'll be kind of interesting. It'll be kind of interesting to see how that pans out. But obviously, I think now that Brock is back, he's clearly, being put on TV and such. It's almost seeming like they need to have this match because obviously the window's closing specifically for Brock. And you gotta love this international crowd. They're just so like they're so
they're hot,
so
dude.
hot.
The crowd's hot.
Oh yeah. I look at all this haze, right? I know that's just kind of like the smoke in the arena.
That's something I was noticing too, bro. The fireworks just totally hazed out the arena.
Right. I kind of I'm going to kind of pivot here, what I was kind of relaying to with the haze is like one of the more current news, specifically with roster departures, right? We got the Rascals now on AEW. So it's kind of interesting how that pans out, but I think it's a good fit, honestly. I believe the other part of that whole mix with Trey Miguel being the other member of the Rascals, he actually got released from his AEW contract specifically because he had requested time off during his during the transition piece of it. So otherwise you got the Rascals now in AEW. I think they made it. If I'm not mistaken, they made their debut on AEW Collision this past weekend.
Nice.
You got three of them. Why not? It's a clear indication that they're going to be heavily involved in the tag team division. Clearly, the trios division, where recently you got Hangman Page and I believe Mikey Speedball.
So that's a nice thing about AEW is that they have a trios division. That's a nice little. Yeah. That's a nice.
I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. Like from the get-go,
it's interesting. It's interesting.
It's different.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it kind of saturates the tag team division in a way.
No, yeah, for sure.
That's how I look at it. And like in my opinion, like there are really good tag teams out there, but I feel like all companies don't really do justice with the tag team division. all
Right.
companies. I'll
Yeah,
say that across
right.
the board.
And that's the thing. I don't think WWE could do a trios division because they're sinking right now with their tag team division.
It's like, yeah, you got to focus on what you have currently and
Right,
improve
yeah.
that before even like expanding it, right?
No, for sure.
I'll honestly say that their women's tag team division seems to be much more interesting.
Oh,
as of late.
flourishing, dude. Flourishing.
Yeah. I guess you could say that too, which could potentially involve some new tag teams being brought in, which is speculated that the inspiration from TNA, they just lost their titles at the AMC debut to the group with with I think Ash by Elegance and company.
Oh.
They are supposedly piquing interest from other companies as well. Potentially, I think a lot of people are speculating they return back to WWE, but we'll see, because AEW also has their tag team division as well for the women's roster. So it could go either way, right? We could see a lot of different like possibilities here, specifically with all these roster moves. And how does WWE kind of like benefit from all this? Well, like part of the trios championship on the AEW side, former trios champion Powerhouse Hobbs is speculated to be going to WWE as well, because his contract just recently expired with no non-compete clause, right?
Oh, bro, that guy's a monster.
It's crazy, right? Because we just saw like some of the NXT call-ups, and I think a lot of people were kind of chiming in on this. You had Obafemi potentially going to Raw.
I'm so ready
right?
for him. I'm so ready
And
for him.
He's definitely been ready, I would say, right? I think now you just got to put him on the main roster and heavily give him his exposure. But at the same time, now you got Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm not gonna say that he's on the same level as Oba, but you kind of almost have the same physique, almost the kind of like the same build.
Yeah.
Almost in Powerhouse Hobbs. I don't want to even disrespect him by calling him Oba Femi 2.0. But
Right.
it's more like now you got somebody that's almost kind of like a mirror image. How do you utilize him?
You keep him on a separate show.
Separate show, definitely.
Sure. Yeah.
But do we put him in NXT or do we bring him to the main roster? What's your opinion on that?
I would say send him to NXT first.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I would say send him to NXT first. Get him the exposure done in NXT first, and then get him more familiarized with the WWE audience. Okay. And then bring him. And then I think it would be a mistake to throw him straight into the main roster.
If you put him on the main roster, though, would you put him with somebody that's already recognizable?
You could.
But if you brought him in as like a kind of like a bodyguard, like manager, he'll still be an active,
like Batista, to Devon kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could do that.
Not that gimmick though. That gimmick was kind of
lame. Oh, yeah. Right.
What was that name actually? Like, was it Mordecai or something? I think it was Mordecai, right?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Mordecai. Mordecai was an actual.
What was his name?
Was it?
I'm sorry.
I don't remember. But I do remember. No,
we gotta look this one up.
No, but for sure, like you remember he wore the tight white shirt with the
he had the chain, he had the briefcase, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, I can see them doing that.
How's about this? What if they make him Trick Williams' bodyguard?
Oh, that'd be a good one. And Trick Williams is turning heel right now. I mean, he's always been kind of heelish, but with that whole thing he did with Sami Zayn on SmackDown, right?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, and he's way over right now.
Yeah, he's super over.
He's way over right now, right?
What if
you just have him kind of piggyback on that, right?
I don't know. I have so much Sami Zayn fatigue. I cheered when Trick Williams hit him.
It's unfortunate because the thing with Sami, it's like I hope that he eventually gets the world title at some point. But then it's just almost like, has WWE put so much focus on these up and coming roster call ups that people like Sami Zayn and LA Knight, for that matter, have been almost seemingly off TV and almost forgotten.
Yeah. I really do want LA Knight to have at least have his moment, at least once before they really start like digging into the new talent because I can see I can really see all these new NXT call ups like absolutely taking over all the shows. They have
Right.
the talent to do it. And I mean it's just like all these new guys, Oba Femi, Trick Williams, freaking Carmelo Hayes, dude, all these guys, like even the women, all these call ups, bro, they're talented, dude. You know what I mean? And I can see them like literally taking over all the main event spots. And I really hope LA Knight at least gets one really good run before they absolutely take over.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? I think it's pretty obvious right now that they have these NXT stars, and I do kind of want to talk about this here a little bit as far as who do you think is gonna actually own 2026 as opposed to those that might get lost in the shuffle, right? And it's interesting because like again, we got a bunch all these debuts that are occurring going into Royal Rumble, going into WrestleMania season.
See, I
Who's
know
really
we
going to
talked
capitalize on this?
right.
You know what
I
mean?
know we talked about this, but with all these title changes and stuff happening and all this shuffling going around, which I really appreciated, you know, and you know, here's one of them, Maxine Dupree. I hope WWE continues. While I don't think she'll be one of the biggest stars of the year, I hope they continue to capitalize and build upon her. I think what they're doing with her and Becky as far as building her up as a legitimate wrestler, I see what they're doing here. You know what I mean? Like the whole title change, it did its purpose. The title change was never supposed to be I don't I don't think it was ever supposed to be permanently on Maxine Dupree. I think it served its purpose. It was to build her as a legitimate star. I hope that it it continues to build her. And she looks legit now. Because I had no stock. I had no stock in Maxine Dupree at all before.
You know, it's interesting you say that because I feel like I'm almost like nervous on this, right? Because I said on our last episode, you know, I felt like Maxine Dupree would be definitely one of those wrestlers that are gonna have a really good 2026, and they seemingly already opened the year with her losing the IC title, which
Right.
was like,
No,
huh,
no, but
interesting.
okay, so here's the thing is that okay, so I don't know if I was talking to you guys about this. I don't know if I talked to you guys. I don't think I did. Um,
Mhm.
but I remember when I was watching that match when Maxine lost the championship, it was starting to show where you know Maxine her well she has improved a lot. Her
Uh-huh.
weaknesses were starting to show, right?
Mhm.
Like you can only go so far with certain things, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the improvements, yeah, it's great when you start to show the improvements, but
Right.
then like after a while, it's like, okay, well, we see you kind of stagnated. And it's great, and I hope she continues to improve. And it's like Jay has said before, Becky makes everybody look good.
Mhm.
Becky just knows how to make people look good.
Well, she's got her name. She's got the name. She's definitely got the charisma. She
Yeah.
knows how to draw heat. You know,
Yeah.
she's been a pretty good heel in this whole feud. Um, the interesting thing here, I don't know how to feel about this, and I know Natty has been working with Maxine, right? I felt a little bit more invested when you know they were doing those vignettes with her training with
Oh yeah,
Natty.
I love those.
Like that persona of Natty is what I'm curious to. I'm actually invested in more than the one that just came out with Maxine.
Me too.
Like,
I want to see that Natty.
yeah, like I want to see the Bloodsport Natty. You know what I mean?
Same. Same.
Like, it's just like
I'd
I
actually love to see. I'd actually love to see a run with Natty being that character. Honestly,
right, yeah, and
I'd
I
love to
think
see that
they've
run, and her just dominating everybody. I'd love to see that run.
like it would make sense, right? I don't
Yeah,
necessarily think she needs to take the spotlight, but hey, man, that gimmick, if it does well, why not? It makes more
yeah,
sense, right? Like I think the way she kind of comes in as like this Natty Neidhart of like an alumni of that Stu Hart dungeon, right? That the Lion's Den dungeon. It's just like, man, she could go on a tear being that character. That makes sense to me, and I would actually be more invested with Natty. But her seeing the way she came out with Maxine is just like, it's almost like they flip flop her persona, and it
Yeah.
doesn't even come off as if like it's like a Jekyll or Hyde kind of situation. It's just more
Right.
like
It's just like she's flipping. Yeah.
So there's no consistency there.
Right.
That's a nice flip.
Of course, I'm going to stick with Drew having a good year. I think Drew is going to have an overall good year.
Can't argue that.
Yeah. I mean, he already started it off good, and I'm going to stick with that because I said on the last episode, and I'm going to say it on this one. I think Drew is going to have a fantastic year.
Yeah.
Who else? I feel like Obafemi is going to come up, and he's going to be big when he comes to the main roster. I'm hoping he comes
that anticipation, right?
Yes, I am, dude. You know what? I haven't bought WWE merchandise from the WWE shop in a long time, but I am anticipating his stuff coming to WWE shop. So I'm waiting for that. Sure. I'm waiting.
I'm telling you, man. I think they're gonna get him to debut at the Rumble. And
I can wait for that.
I'm calling it for him to have that one-on-one showdown with Brock.
Let's go.
Just, they don't have to even like get physical. Just give them that moment where they're standing in the middle of that ring. They got a bunch of people in the ring with them, right? And they just clear house. They dominate and they just clear house. Just them two left in the ring. And then next thing you know, Gunther comes out or somebody, right?
Dude, and what a way to leave NXT too, right? Just leave the belt in the middle of the ring. That was so good.
Like you don't even like I think just having them at least get that showdown kind of as like a teaser, right? They don't have to like I think there was a few Rumbles back where you did see that initial showdown with Gunther and Brock, right? They didn't even interact. Like they didn't have to do anything. They just stared each other down, right?
Right.
Very much a similar situation here. But hey, if they want to go full-fledged and have them go at it, that's fine with me too. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, like I'll say this too, like even over the past few weeks, we obviously saw Drew McIntyre become the new undisputed champion. In that match, the 3 stages of hell, beating Cody Rhodes with obviously involvement from Jacob Fatu. Not just involvement, but returning Jacob Fatu, right? And it's kind of interesting because remember last time we saw Jacob Fatu on TV, he had been attacked, which we all, at that time thought it could have been Drew McIntyre. But it almost seems like they have almost stated that it wasn't Drew, right?
Yeah.
I think it became like through an interaction with Ilya Dragunov in the backstage, right, last week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost seeming like, so who actually attacked him? And the only other person that you can really think of is Cody Rhodes.
Just Cody Rhodes. Yeah, it's just it was kind of confusing because I was watching all the interactions throughout SmackDown and I was like, he's attacking Drew. He attacked Drew, but he's still calling out Cody, and it's just like there's this whole triangle going on, and then, that whole interaction with Ilya, and I don't know. Yeah, it might just be Cody.
I know. Some people are just like, I don't know. It's almost, it's like you want to say that, but then at the same time, WWE is not going to give it away that easy.
Yeah, you're
They're
right.
not going to do that.
You're right.
But like it's okay to speculate, I guess.
For sure.
This Skyscraper Live thing on Netflix looks like another like promo or like a debut for new wrestler.
Let's go, Maxine. Let's go, Maxine. Man.
All right, man.
All right. Let's go, Maxine.
She's definitely looking a lot better with her moves. She's looking a lot more fluid.
No, for sure. What's up with everybody doing the whole Scott
That
Hall,
kip up, man.
the whole Scott Hall blood outfits nowadays?
That's a good.
You
Yeah,
notice
we probably need to look it up. Yeah, we probably have to look it up.
You notice how Becky has hers?
Yeah.
And then Chelsea Green had hers on SmackDown, the pink one. Well,
I didn't notice that.
That's supposed to be Ghostbusters, but
Oh,
yeah.
I definitely noticed Becky's entrance gear. That was a pretty clean sequence there on her end.
For sure. Yeah, she's getting a lot better for sure.
Yeah, definitely making good contact. I would say, like, specifically with her selling is also like improved as well. I can appreciate like how they've really put some of these up and comers with more of the veterans just to kind of get them a little bit more polished in ring, which
for sure.
Interesting enough for me, I'll say this, right? On the SmackDown brand, we got another women's champion, Jade Cargill. I'm obviously, I personally, I'm a fan of her. Like, I love the look. I love what she brings to the TV. But it's interesting because I've been very critical about her title run, only because not that she's the champion, but I don't think they've put her against anybody that's credible. But I don't know if it's because they're trying to lead into it. She hasn't really had formidable like rivalries since then. I know this past SmackDown, we had a main roster call up from NXT in the name of Jordynne Grace, and she's clearly next in line for Jade, right? And I think Jordynne Grace brings pretty much a wealth of in-ring experience that she could definitely be, I would say, a formidable opponent in that sense. So that one actually intrigues me as well.
That intrigues me as well too, because I'm wondering how that's gonna go. Because I'm wondering if Jade's gonna be able to keep up with Jordynne Grace. I'll be honest, like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, right? Because again, it's like when we think about all the people that Jade's been in the ring with, she's obviously been with a good mix of them. Obviously the Bianca Belairs, the Naomis. I know she's had her also matches with like people like Chelsea Green. Interesting enough, right? Like, I don't know, I've always felt comfortable with her being a tag team star because she's always had people help support the match in that sense. I don't want to say carry her because it's not that she can't contribute or like hang with them, but it's clearly different as a single star, right? All eyes are on you the whole time.
Right.
But at the same time, yeah, it's interesting because like I don't feel like she's had the line of dancing partner, so to speak, with as a single star. I would say the only one was Naomi.
Right.
So yeah, like to your point with Jordynne Grace, man, Jordan's definitely one of those people that could probably help you a lot. With her experience being, former world champion at TNA, obviously some of the rivalries she's had in her, not so long tenure in NXT, but she's clearly bounced back and forth between TNA and NXT while she was still under contract with TNA.
Right.
So it's interesting to see like what she'll be able to bring here on the main roster, specifically with people like Jade.
I don't know. I because they haven't put Jade in somebody like you were saying, right? Against somebody who's legitimate. I'm not saying that Michin isn't somebody who's legitimate. It just
doesn't feel equal.
Yeah, it doesn't feel equal. That's
the name. The name for one thing, right? Like, I like people like I like Michin because Michin's honestly, in my opinion, like a strong mid carder. Like
she is a strong mid carder. She's a very strong.
She wrestles really well. She definitely has a different look as opposed to other women in the main roster, but she doesn't have that main
The
event
it
roster.
factor. Yeah, she doesn't have the it factor.
It's not on the same level as a Jade, because clearly Jade's got the the women's world title, right?
Right.
And it's like one of those things where it's just like it's so imbalanced, in my opinion. Oh, what did we just see?
Did Natty just turn on her? Oh, dang.
Heel turn. Oh. How could we not see this coming? Okay, interesting. Maybe WWE is listening to us, Nick.
Oh, bro, they gotta be listening. Oh, and
she better be coming back with that Natty Blackheart gimmick.
I'm telling you, they're watching our stream, bro.
Woo.
They're watching.
Okay, that look has to be indicative of the Natty that we want to see.
Yeah, it has to be.
Wow. Outside of that was a good match for Maxine. Solid match for Maxine.
Yeah, that was a really solid match.
Wow. Natty's gonna attack her.
Becky. She's so good.
The man.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here they go, Natty.
Oh.
Let's go, Natty. Oh, dude. Sharpshooter time.
Sharpshooter.
Oh. Nope. Just stomping on the face.
Dang.
Oh, man. For those of you who can't see what's going on right now, Natalia just turned on Maxine Dupree.
She helped.
She's going heel. She's going heel.
Definitely helped Becky with the win.
I wish we could show you guys, but they're probably gonna strike our stream and our YouTube channel. So let's go, Maxine. Ooh. Fight back. Let's go. Bang.
All right.
Never mind.
I didn't even see that the turnbuckle was exposed. Oh, there's a meme.
Yep, that's a meme. That's a meme.
It's like, no, Natty, no. That little kid's gonna be a meme.
They're sharpshooter. Oh no.
Yeah, sharpshooter. On.
There, finally, sharpshooter. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Dang.
So we're gonna see a sharpshooter versus ankle lock type of submission match between these two.
Submission match. You know what we haven't? You know what kind of match we haven't seen in a while? I don't know why her doing the sharpshooter. I know why her doing the sharpshooter brought it up in my mind. But a match we haven't seen in a while is an Iron Man match.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. So
who do you think would put on a solid Iron Man match?
Solid Iron Man match, just like just picking out of the blue.
Yeah,
anyone even like from old and new.
Oh no, on our current roster.
Oh, the current roster.
Yeah, who do you think would put on a solid Iron Man match?
Got to be current WWE roster.
Has to be current WWE roster.
Ooh. For men's. Ooh, I don't know. I have to defer to you. I got to think about this real quick.
That's a tough one, huh?
Yeah.
Because I only thought about, because she was putting the sharpshooter on, and I was like, oh, I don't know why, but it made me think about the Shawn Michaels versus
Bret Hart.
Yeah, the Iron Man match.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I was like, man, we haven't seen one of those in a while. And I wonder who would put on a good Iron Man match in our current roster.
Yeah. Personally, I feel like, I don't know why, but AJ Styles comes to mind as one. But who would I pair him up against? Is the other thing.
What about Seth? You think Seth would put on a good Iron Man?
Yeah, I think he could. Seth and AJ? Is that what you're thinking?
Not necessarily Seth and AJ, but as a participant. I think AJ definitely could put on a good Iron Man.
Because I think for me, what I think of is specific wrestlers that have multiple ways of winning, right?
Right.
So I feel like, yeah, AJ definitely is one of them.
Yeah, well, Seth definitely does have multiple ways because he has what? Curb stomp. He has the pedigree. What else does he have?
Does he have a submission? Does he have a go-to submission?
I don't know if he has a go-to submission.
Because I know with AJ, he got his phenomenal elbow. He's got his 450 splash thing. Yep. He's got his, obviously, the Styles Clash. Yep. He got his calf crusher.
Yeah.
A submission. I'll throw Gunther in that mix, man. Why not Gunther?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Gunther, Drew. I would say Drew also.
Oh, Drew would put on yeah. I think Drew would be a good one. I think Drew would put on a good Iron Man match.
Yeah. Like, if you think about it, like, you know what almost felt like reminiscent of a Iron Man match, but wasn't? It almost felt like that match between Drew McIntyre, Gunther, and Sheamus for the IC title.
Dude. That's one of my all-time favorite matches, dude.
Very underrated.
That was such a good match.
I don't feel like a lot of people.
Which WrestleMania was that?
That was, I think, 39.
39.
Dude, that was actually here in LA.
Oh my God, that was such a good match.
Very good match. Very good match. Watching it live, I was so into it. I feel like that. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, on night 2. I feel like that was a match of the weekend. Outside
me
of
too.
Outside of the main event for night 1, which was the Usos versus Sami and Kevin.
Versus Sami, yeah. And that was a solid match too. Sami and Kevin versus the Usos. That was a solid match.
Great way to close out that night. I definitely feel like that triple threat saved night 2. Night 2 wasn't as great in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, that triple threat was so good.
Yeah. Like just big dudes just like giving it some, tattoos off of like heavy forearms, chops.
Yeah. Oh, for
slams, sure. And I'm just like, that was enjoyable to watch. So I feel like that in its own, that was
literally just 3 meatheads just beating each other down, dude. Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I think when I think about like these matches, like Iron Man matches and stuff like that, I always still kind of go back to the whole Bret Hart HBK thing, because I'll be honest, I think if I was like I was watching wrestling as early as I was, that was probably the first time I ever seen an Iron Man match. Granted, it's not like social media existed. You couldn't just go online and stuff, right? Like, I think for me, I didn't even get to watch WrestleMania live. I had to watch it off of VHS.
Right, same here. No, and the vignettes building up to it was so good too, right?
Yeah, them training and all that stuff.
Right. No, that was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was very Rocky-ish. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so good.
See, 2 different approaches. Yeah, one guy running on the treadmill and one actually running out in the snow.
Yep.
Doing weight training and then doing like training in the Stu's dungeon. But yeah, man, I think when it comes down to like some of these call-ups, though, who do you think? I know we kind of like talked a little bit more of like those that will probably have a great 2026. Who do you think's gonna get lost in the shuffle?
Ooh, lost in the shuffle. Oh man. Okay, I know Jay's gonna hate me for this. Well,
it depends which one you're speaking about.
Oh no, yeah. Jay's gonna hate me for this because if they don't do it right, I think Julia's gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate.
It is. She's such a good wrestler too. That's why she has so much potential. Like, I don't know what happened. She was so good in NXT. Like, I mean, so good. I don't know what happened.
I think it's also because of like who they were pairing her up against, right? She had like really great matches against Roxanne, Steph Vacker.
Oh, that's true.
You know, so
like she was on fire in NXT.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do also with her dancing partner. So when she came out to the main roster, she hasn't really had like any formidable feuds outside of, you know, her and her US title run, right? You know, and that alone, you know, it's really limited to Chelsea Green.
Right.
Again, with Michin was another one. So it's like, again, like these dancing partners aren't like making it seem like a really important, you know, title reign for her. You know?
Right. That's true. That is true.
You would think too, because of her partnership with Kiana James, like that almost seems like it would lead up to them feuding, right? But I don't think that's something that's going to happen right away.
I don't think so either. I don't see that in the cards anytime soon.
So you say Julia?
I think Julia's going to get lost in the shuffle. It's kind of 50-50. I think if they're, because right now she's currently feuding with Chelsea Green, right? Yeah. So
they made her, after she retained it, she's like going back and forth with Chelsea.
Right. So after Chelsea Green, we have to see what they do with her. And I think if they just kind of throw her in the mix with it, like you said, they're her dancing partners, right? If they're not that great after that, if they start doing what they did prior to getting her back in the mix with Chelsea Green again, I think she's going to get lost in the shuffle again. Who else do I think is going to get lost in the shuffle?
Judgment Day segment right here. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
What is on her teeth? Is that gold or is that spinach?
For a second, I thought it was a retainer. Oh, it has to be either like a gold cap or something.
Be. I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying.
She looked at it like it was like fucking candy.
I'm really enjoying this whole storyline with Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne. And I'm really enjoying Roxanne right now. Not Roxanne, but Raquel.
Yeah, no, she's definitely been a forefront of this whole storyline.
Yeah.
It's like the downfall of the Judgment Day is so palpable.
Yeah, it is.
You can sense it's coming. It's just they're just continuing to prolong and tease it, but they're doing it very calculated. I like it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, Yeet Man. How do you feel with them being back in the tag team division?
I was just about to ask you the same thing because I'm gonna be honest. It's not hitting the same the second time round. I feel like my personal opinion, and not everybody may agree with my opinion, but I still feel like Jay is riding on his solo career, and he's still trying
It's obvious when this happens,
right? And then it's like he's still trying to differentiate himself. And still just dragging his brother along with the tag team championships, right? Like I feel like, I don't like how they use his entrance music for their entrance.
For both of them, right?
Right. I don't like that. It's like, dude, use the old Usos entrance music. That annoys me, bro. Like,
right. Look at kid trying to get in on the action. He's patting him in the back, like, let me eat with you.
Yeah, like no, I get it. Like I
It's
get
like,
it.
and it's funny because like I know like Jay's like always like talking his shit about not wanting to be touched and all that stuff, but then all the kids is like slapping
Yeah,
him and touching
yeah.
him.
Like I get it, the whole yeet thing, and it sells, dude. You know what I mean? Like, look at
It
it's
does.
obvious. Look,
He's so
look,
marketable, and I'm
yeah,
not
he's
gonna even like
marketable
knock
for
on that
sure,
shit.
bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna knock it, dude.
Dude's
He's
like
making
selling out
money,
his
bro.
autograph and photo op session every time
For
like they're
sure,
doing
like
like
bro,
the
I can't, dude.
meet and greets.
I can't knock it. You know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yeah,
make your money, bro.
yeah, I know he's a
I'm not
fan
gonna.
favorite.
Yeah, I can't knock him for it, but it's just, ah, man. I'm not feeling the tag team run. I wish it was like if I feel like Jay is not fully investing into the tag team run.
Well, this is
And
what
it's
I'll say. Sorry, finish your thought.
no, it's just yeah, I just like me personally, I feel like he's not fully investing into the tag team run, and it's translating onto the screen where I can feel it.
Mm, okay. So I want to say this. What I think is going to get lost in the shuffle 2026 is probably a continuation of past few years. Is the tag team division.
Oh, damn.
The whole tag team division. Why? Because let's think about this, right? The first thing you really think of this year, look at who's the tag team champions, obviously, right? We got the Usos.
Right.
And I believe on the SmackDown brand, it's the is it the Wyatt Six still? Who's the tag team
Yes.
champions
Yep.
on
Yep.
SmackDown?
It's the White Six.
Okay. So
bad that we had to think about that for a second.
It's unfortunate, and it is partially old age too. I'll admit that. But the other part to why I'm trying to say here is that we know that one of the better tag teams on the SmackDown brand, DIY, is no longer. Apparently, Tommaso Ciampa is on his way out. So now you got a Johnny Gargano that's going to be a singles competitor. We got the Street Profits, another great tag team on the SmackDown brand. Clearly not on TV. We got reports supposedly. I'm not going to hold a lot of weight to it because it's Meltzer reporting on it.
Oh, that
stating that they're not injured. They're just off TV, going to be brought back with a fresh look. Regardless of whatever the reason is, they're not active right now.
Right.
Motor City and Machine Guns, another great tag team on WWE on the SmackDown roster. They're not really being utilized as much, and I think my understanding is they're going to be a little bit more involved in the AAA side to keep them active.
So before you continue, sorry,
sure.
Let me jump in real quick. Let me ask you a question. So I know Motor City Machine Guns, they're a more tenured tag team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ever since they've come to the WWE, I felt, and tell me if I'm wrong, they felt more like they felt more like an enhancement talent. Like they've been here just to enhance everybody else than to actually like. I mean, sure, like they've made a name for themselves for sure, but it felt like they've only been here to enhance everybody else.
I can't disagree with that because they've had really great matches with some of these other tag teams.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I guess one of the younger tag teams out there, Fraxium.
Yeah.
They've definitely put on some bangers. They clearly had really good matches with DIY.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that or downplay like they've never had a good match with any of them.
No. I'm definitely not saying they didn't have a good match. They've had good matches, 100%.
Yeah, I think to your point, they've I want to say they elevated the tag team division with hopes of them actually maintaining that momentum. But I think as a whole, WWE hasn't had really good how should I say consistency with the tag team
there's no clear
division
direction with them.
It's almost like they're just putting them on just to like do like these ladder matches or like right now we have the Wyatt Six being in a feud with the MFTs, but that doesn't feel like it's doing anything for the tag team division.
Right.
You know, that's how I look at it. And it's unfortunate because these are really good teams,
Yes, 100%.
really good wrestlers, even on the singles. I would say like some of them could break out as single stars, but nonetheless,
And
I
I
wish there was
swear,
more
like
direction with this.
not like 6 months ago, we were just praising SmackDown for having like banger like tag team division.
Yeah, they were like seemingly on the up and up, right?
Yeah, they were like on fire.
Yeah, but then it just like what happened. See, again. It just feels like they do the starting go shit, right? And it just makes us feel like, or makes me feel specifically like there's no end game or there's no long-term plan for the tag team division. And it's almost instantly like what they'll do is what, in my opinion, is happening on the Raw roster. They took a really hot Jey Uso, put him back with his brother, plug him back into the WWE tag team division just to kind of give it another spark after they won the titles off of AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. But then where do they go from here, right? And I don't even think the WWE tag team division, I should say specifically the Raw tag team division, is as strong as the SmackDown tag team division. So it's really hard to say. Like, who do we have here? We got the War Raiders, we got New Day, we got the Usos. And it seems like obviously the AJ Styles Dragon Lee partnership is no longer. So there's like it's not much to care about here, you know.
Hey, and for something that was just kind of slapped together with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, that worked out pretty good.
It worked out, but it's almost like, again, was there a long-term plan for that? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It just kept it active, which I hate to say. You know, like it's good that they're on TV, they're getting it, but it's like it just feels like it's becoming a sideshow.
Did you see that big cutout of Paul Heyman's head in the crowd?
Oh no. It's like accurate real life size, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Literally, figuratively. Heyman's got the big head.
What do you think about Theory so far since he's been back?
Yeah. I guess it's again like it's great to see him back on TV. I felt like back then when this Vision alliance didn't even have a name, we spoke about him actually being part of this group at some point. But I almost felt like when he got revealed as the Masked Man, it was kind of underwhelming because it was almost like anticlimactic based on like how the crowd received it and like how it occurred. What about you?
Yeah, I think when they did the whole mask reveal, I think it was super underwhelming. I don't know if that was the right time to do it, but then again, I don't know when the right time would have been to do it, considering who it was under the mask, right? I just don't know if the buildup was. How would you see? That's the problem. Is just how would you have done the buildup for Theory, right? Because not everybody is rooting for Theory. I mean, for us, we're wrestling fans, right? Like we I don't want to sound like elitist or anything, but like we're kind of rooting for him.
All
right?
elitist.
I don't want to sound all elitist, but we're rooting for the guy for sure. We see the potential.
I do see the potential. At the same time, like I'll say this: if I was the one that made the call on his debut, why didn't I have just done that on Survivor Series?
Right. I think that
right after he did the curb stomp, he could have just stood there and took off his mask. I think he would have had a better reaction then. You know,
I think that would have had a better reaction. I think that would have been a bigger pop.
And then the follow-up Raw, he comes out and he speaks on why he did it. Right. That I feel like that would have been more impactful, especially because now that we look back at that Survivor Series, the way it ended, like I was there live. you could hear obviously the crowd wasn't happy about the way it ended. And outside of that, that would have just probably made it better.
Yeah, just make him just make him come out after the Raw after. Just make him cut a promo talking crap about whatever he did, and then just at the very end, just and keep it short and sweet. You know what I mean? Don't even make the promo very long.
Very
At the
true.
very end, just have him go, you know what? And the Vision, we need to talk. Just have him drop the mic and have him walk out, and that's it. And then just have him lead up to him teaming with the Vision. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he end up in the exact same position that he's in right now. And I think maybe then it would have been a little bit more impactful.
Right. Oof. It's like I love Rey Mysterio, but man, like, let's be honest.
My guy is getting old. but then again, but then again, bro, like I mean, that kind of says a lot when Unks is keeping up with everybody else. You know what I mean?
Man, that's why I love her. Like he doesn't look like he aged. You know?
Nah, he doesn't.
Man,
he definitely got the beer belly, but too many modelos. You know what I mean?
Hey man, you at that age, I don't frown upon it.
Nah, no live your life. Nah, he's in
live your life,
bro. He's in fantastic shape, bro.
Yeah,
I wish I was in that kind of shape.
So this is the other thing I'll say about Austin Theory, right? How do you make him stand out in the mix of a Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed? These guys have been pretty much on the top of the game. Obviously, Braun is main event-esque ready. Logan Paul, clearly, you know, he's got a huge following. You know, his name is obviously big outside of WWE, right? So he has that. Bronson Reed obviously has been killing it. Obviously, since he returned from his injury, joining the Vision, he has that one W over Roman Reigns. So, you know, like a lot of these guys have really done a lot in their time, in this short time within this group to make themselves relevant. In respects to Logan Paul, obviously he hasn't been a WWE superstar for that long. So granted, he's also, you know, has a very notable name, which my concern is, are they overshadowing Austin Theory in this group? Or
I think
does
so,
it really
bro.
elevate it?
You know that, and that was the problem, right? Is that like that's the double-edged sword for Austin Theory going in with the Vision. Is that it's that was, to me, it was kind of a high risk, high reward kind of thing,
right?
And that it can go either way for Austin Theory. Is that him going into the Vision could either severely cripple him, and like we've said before, right? This is kind of like a last ditch effort for Austin Theory. I think if he doesn't succeed this time, then that's it. He's done.
Right.
And
I think so too.
I think he either moves on to another company or he does something outside of wrestling.
Go to TNA.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, he's gonna have to move to another
TNA.
company, dude. Like I think WWE is not gonna have a lot of stock in him after that if he doesn't succeed this time.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna flourish. You know what I mean? And he just, the group he's in right now, they're so hot, and it's. When you look at the Vision when they first started, right? Like, I mean, you had Seth with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, and those two guys, yeah, the names were coming up. Bronson Reed wasn't as big yet. He was getting there. I mean, I was a fan of Bronson Reed already. Big, I like my big wrestlers, right? I like the big dudes, but his name wasn't huge yet. But if you look at the Vision now, compared to when the Vision first started with Seth Rollins, dude, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and even Logan Paul, dude. Like, these guys are top tier now, dude. What they were able to do with themselves, like, I mean, these guys are top shelf, and
Logan Paul shelf.
Yeah, no, they're top shelf, bro. And it's just, for Theory, there's a lot that he has to step up to.
He's working up himself from the wells.
No, he does, bro. No joke, bro. He's got to climb that rope, and he has to get himself out, bro. I'm just saying. But you know what I mean? He definitely has to work on his promos. You know, just his in-ring work, I'm not gonna say it's bad. His in-ring work is pretty good. Just maybe tighten it up a little bit. He already kind of has a look. His entrance needs to that whole thing that he does like that needs to go. That needs to go.
Theory's trying to bring sexy back.
I don't know if that's sexy, but
he's trying to bring sexy back.
I don't know about that. Dude.
Oh, you don't got that joke?
No.
A lot of people are saying like he came back looking like Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've seen that meme.
It's like he did his old haircut. I was even telling my wife, I was like, oh, did you see Justin Timberlake's debut in WWE? It's just so funny too when he still had the mask on. Everybody's like already speculating it's him because they all it's like, damn, y'all pay attention too much to like
no joke.
Talking about we like the plot, but you guys pay attention to other plots.
Just
from what
really
I take.
attention to the plot. No, but you know what? Hey, I appreciate that they did change his music because that his old entrance theme was not going to get him over with anybody.
I kind of dig his new song.
Same here.
Is this the first time that crowd actually started doing like their little chants?
Yeah, like besides.
What are they saying?
Yeah, I don't think they've chanted all night, huh? This is like the first one.
What are they saying though? Look at Paul. Paul's just like looking at that crowd like, all right, okay.
You're really gonna try? Dragon Lee's really trying to power bomb freaking Bronson Reed.
I'm like looking at Stu the cameraman. He's like looks like he tagged Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio isn't even in the ring.
Stu the cameraman. His son is now working for WWE, right?
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
I think so.
Man.
Nice. That is a sick move.
Ooh. That was nice. I didn't see that before. Has he been doing that?
Yeah, I think he has been doing that.
Oh, it's like, like kind of like a powerbomb set up into a power slam.
Yeah.
That's a nice transition. Wait, who does that again? The like obviously Devon used to do that.
Yeah, Devon used to do that.
Did somebody else do that? Almost felt like he was paying homage to somebody. I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I know Devon used to do that.
It's interesting because if you look at Austin's gear, it's almost like a little piece of what Seth's gear looks like.
Right. No, speaking of that, what do you think? What do you think of that? What do you think of like? I've seen online and I've kind of thought about it. What do you think of Austin Theory maybe playing like double agent kind of thing?
Like, and he's like colluding with Seth.
Yeah, just waiting for Seth to come back. Because why would Theory be using the curb stomp?
That's interesting.
And then when Seth comes back to fight against the Vision,
nice head scissor.
Theory ends up siding with Seth.
You know, it's quite interesting because I know too they have history, right? Back in the Monday Night Messiah days, if I'm not mistaken, right? Theory was with Seth and along with the that one tag team. Was it Ape? Those big dudes, those two big dudes that had Paul Ellering.
What is their name?
Sorry, folks, old age kicking in.
Oh my God.
I almost want to call him Toka and Razar too, but I'm like, no, I'm thinking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here.
I keep wanting to say APA, but I know it's not APA.
Yeah, that's not APA either. Oh my God. It almost sounds, oh, fuck it.
Look it up.
That's why we have Google, right?
Yeah, yes.
Paul Ellering tag teams. Obviously, I know the freaking Road Warriors. AOP,
AOP,
Authors
there
of
you
Pain.
go.
Authors of Pain.
There you
Good
go.
goodness.
Yeah, close to
So yeah.
APA.
I know, right? They all sound alike. Damn it. Let's be more creative. We got AI now. Speaking of AI, have you seen that post of
The
that
Dominic Mysterio one?
Oh my gosh, that's such a big L. What the fuck were they thinking, man?
Oh, I don't know.
How do they not catch shit like that?
Bro,
You know
how
what I
could you
mean?
not double check your work? That's so bad.
Seriously, like that's something that doesn't have to go live. Like they can like check it first before they freaking put it up there. Oh my gosh, that's such a horrible thing.
Oh, Austin Theory with the punch. Let's go. Nope. I don't know what kind of neck breaker that was.
You know, when I do watch Theory wrestle, he does give me Cena vibes in terms of they're very like somewhat rigid with their movements and how they do their moveset.
All right, Adam Pearce.
I think for me with Theory, what would make him more intriguing is they made him more ruthless. Like, you know, like granted, he became he was the masked man that came in and obviously attacked CM Punk and obviously he inserted himself in other ways, right, to like cost people the matches. And it's almost like I'm glad they got rid of like the goofy gimmick of what he did with Grayson. But almost like make him more ruthless. I think he needs to stand out more, you know, because he could easily get lost in the shuffle.
Oh, Mysterio used the brass knucks.
Wow. Dang, Ray. Looks like his son is influencing him a little bit to be a little dirty dom.
Hey, dude, you know, I'm glad Penta recovered so quickly.
Like from his injury?
Yeah.
Dude, I was looking so forward to his reunion with Ray Phoenix though.
I know, me too.
It's interesting that they would reunite them at AAA, but they still keep them separate on Raw and SmackDown.
Right.
And it's unfortunate.
You think putting them together? You think putting them together in the tag team division would be a good thing?
At this point, anything should be like. I don't see how anything should be off the table for the tag team division. Instantly, I think they would clearly make an impact. You know, like if you've ever seen the Lucha Bros tag team, it's just such a phenomenal thing.
I have. I've looked them up on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. It's so enjoyable to watch. Like their days in AEW, even prior to, it's like, you know, they made it so significant, you know, and I just feel like even till this day, like my favorite, you know, tag team match of theirs was definitely with them and the Young Bucks. In that steel cage match, I forgot which pay-per-view it was, but my gosh, you know, what they were able to do. And obviously it's at the end of the day, it's incumbent of who their dancing partners are. And I just feel like they were definitely on another level, you know, from whenever I've seen tag team matches, to see that was like, it was incredible. You
know what else was also a good match?
Which one?
Chelsea Green versus Penta.
Oh shit. Lucha Underground days.
Yo.
The Penta and Kyrie. Penta and Io Sky.
Io. Yeah, dude, I heard about those matches and I went to watch them. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Those are some nuts. Good matches. Yeah, they were really good.
Oh yeah. What's promo here? Oh, of course, it's Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Day.
So we're also not working because of that today.
Yes, sir.
Observance of this holiday.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen that Dave Chappelle special on Netflix?
No.
Did this like a little skit here. I'm not gonna go political on this episode, but you know, he talks about what if like Martin Luther King had social media. They just imagine him like, you know, going on social media saying, subscribe and like this post. Follow me on my social media platforms.
Dave Chappelle. No, nobody's safe from that guy. That's why, bro. Dave Chappelle is wild.
I love that guy. He gives no
awesome.
fucks, man.
Yeah, he doesn't. He
gives no fucks. He speaks his mind.
Yeah, he's wild.
He can be a little too political at times, but
yeah.
Outside of that, man, I enjoy his shit. Like,
I love Dave Chappelle.
I enjoy that shit.
Man, Bianca Belair. I can't wait till you come back.
Oh my gosh, she's sorely missed, and I think she is. I think eventually she's gonna come back and have a feud with Jade. I think it's only inevitable that they are building up that anticipation for her to return. I think she returns at the Rumble, for one, and I think she eventually will have a match with Jade.
Think so?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if they make her win.
You think she's the one that dethrones Jade?
Yeah, no, I think you know, it's unfortunate because, you know, like when you think about some superstars, and you know, Bianca's such an incredible athlete and one of the top female wrestlers in all of wrestling. It's almost suiting that she has a title. It doesn't always have to be the world title, but a title nonetheless, you know.
Yeah.
But because of her being off TV for so long, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the Charlotte Flair thing where she ends up coming back at the Rumble, winning the Rumble, and chooses Jade as her opponent for Mania.
I'm here for it.
Now, the question is, again, going back to what we were talking about earlier about Jade, right? Is she going to be ready for that type of match? To have that kind of spotlight on her.
That's a lot of pressure right there.
It is.
That's
Granted,
a lot of pressure.
I thought she had a good match against Naomi at WrestleMania last year, which I think we all kind of talked about this, thinking like it might not be the best match, but it actually, you know, I guess because we kept our expectations low, they did a hell of a job. I honestly thought she had a great match with Naomi, and again, maybe it's incumbent of the fact that Naomi is a good wrestler in her own right. So it helps.
Of course. Naomi's a tenured wrestler, and she knows how to what works for her, for sure. Right. And Naomi I guarantee you she wanted to make Jade look good. So I guarantee you she went the extra mile. Plus it was WrestleMania, so she wanted to look good. So
absolutely.
Naomi she went the extra mile to make sure their match looked good with the tools they had to work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the spot, like, and the thing that's also difficult with Mania, right, is like kind of seeing where they fall on the card. And they clearly followed up. Now that I think about it, I think, was it night 1 or night 2? I think they were night 1, right? I could be wrong.
I forget.
But it's also kind of like the sequence of like where their match falls on the card. Right. You know, sometimes, you know, you might have to follow up a really good match that, you know, may not necessarily, you know, connect with the crowd, obviously, because when you're watching live events, it's almost like you kind of go the highs and the lows, right? So it's hard to kind of keep and maintain your energy up for every single match. Outside of that, it's almost like that match kind of held its own.
So so like, let's say hypothetically, we get Bianca versus Jade at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Where would you put them on the card? Opening match? Yeah, that's where I would put them too. I would have them open.
Yeah. Speaking of Mania, there you go. Tickets on sale for WWE World.
Ooh. Oh, with the boom mic coming down and everything.
What the hell happened there?
You saw the boom. You saw the boom mic.
Yeah, I did see that. That was dropped on Paul. They're trying to bring Adam Pearce out of retirement. Get him to lace up the boots and put on the tights again.
I wonder. But is it Adam Pearce retired or something like that?
I believe so. I did see him post something about how he just kind of once he transitioned to WWE, and not necessarily as his on-screen role, but he was actually helping out with the development at
right. Something about an injury, right, or something like that.
I don't know if it's injury related, to be honest with you.
Hey, my girl, Io Sky.
Yeah. There you go, Io. I love you.
I think
I'm gonna say, all the Japanese wrestlers, you know, like meeting them in person, they're so nice. It's hard to hate them. Hard to hate any of them.
Yeah,
even if they're heels.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this right here, dude. I know this feud is gonna happen this year.
Yeah,
I think the story has built long enough, and I feel like it's coming to a head. I feel like it's gonna happen this year. So I feel like Rhea. I think Rhea's gonna turn heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so over though.
She is, but I feel like Rhea's the one that's gonna turn heel. Because they can work with Rhea being a heel. She's been a heel and people cheered for her either way. You know what I mean? When she was in Judgment Day.
Right.
So I think they can work with that. But the question is, when does Rhea turn heel? Is it while they're tag team champions?
I say when they lose. I don't see how they could part ways if they have the titles. It wouldn't make sense to me.
No, yeah. It's you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking this I think this tag team championship reign right here. This is the build up for Rhea to turn heel. I think this is a stall tactic so that they can eventually get that match at WrestleMania.
For sure.
So I think maybe they lose it. Because what is the next paper?
I think we have a Saturday night. Yeah, I think we have a Saturday night main event happening before.
Wait, didn't Saturday night main event happen on the 15th?
Yeah, but we got to double check on that because the Royal Rumble is on the 31st of this month. Gotta look it up real quick. Yeah, so it's actually the Saturday before Rumble, January 24th.
Okay, so let's not counting Saturday night main event. So the PLEs we have before WrestleMania, what do we have? We have Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and then WrestleMania?
Believe so. There's probably going to be a few Saturday night main events in between.
So what do you think? You think they lose at Elimination Chamber? And then build up for 4 weeks until WrestleMania?
I could see them losing the titles before Chamber. Therefore, they enter themselves into Elimination Chamber.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Then potentially having to square off.
Yeah, they have a squabble at Elimination Chamber, right? Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one. And then none of them have to turn
win.
Yeah, neither of them have to turn heel.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
That's what I think could happen.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a good one. They lose at Royal Rumble. Both of them go into Elimination Chamber. They have a squabble at Elimination Chamber. And then they the Raw after, because none of them win. Yeah, they just talk to each other like, you know, we're not champions anymore. We had an issue at Elimination Chamber. You know, I love you as a friend. but the past couple weeks we've been on a downward spiral, a losing streak, and there's this lingering thing between me and you where I've never beat you.
Mm-hmm.
So let me issue the challenge, and none of them have to turn heel. That's a good idea, bro. That's a good idea.
How's about this too? What if they lose it at the next event, which is Saturday Night Main Event?
Okay.
To Liv and Roxanne, right? And then they both enter the Rumble. Either Rhea or Io eliminates the other.
Ooh.
And then at Elimination Chamber, one of them eliminates, or whoever does the opposite, will do the opposite at Elimination Chamber, eliminate the other person.
Oh, that'd be sick.
And then it ties into this, you know what? We need to settle this one-on-one in an actual match. I've never beaten you. I want to have that opportunity to do so. And like you said, they don't have to turn heel, right?
Oh, dude, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Possibility.
I'm here for that. There's so many different ways that this
WWE, we know
go.
you're listening. Yep.
And WWE, if that happens, we know you were watching.
What the hell? Is Liv wearing a... What is she wearing over her white beater? Liv's got like this crazy attire lately. Thickening the plot. Oh, see, there you go. They're already teasing it. I keep forgetting that Liv and Rhea were tag champions. They were tag team at one point.
They were at one point.
It's so crazy. Their careers have definitely like been tied at the hip also.
Yep. Bro, that bottom that Liv is wearing, that thing looks so dangerous. Like one zipper rip, that whole thing is coming off. That stuff looks dangerous.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. That zipper gives out. That's it. That whole thing is coming off.
Well, think about what she wore at WrestleMania.
That's true.
That red dress. like those drawstrings almost feel like, those like get undone. That's it.
Yeah. Oh my God, Neo.
They're gonna answer too. No.
Oh.
Gaslighting. Oh. I really like what they did with Raquel. Since she's been back, having her be part of Judgment Day, she definitely has established herself to be a powerhouse in the women's division. Definitely, almost not saying that she's equal to Rhea, but she's clearly getting back to that level.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Almost like her as being a champion in NXT days.
So much,
right?
Oh, beautiful
nice
sell.
setup.
That was a beautiful sell.
Nice setup.
That was a beautiful sell.
For some reason, when you look at this group of these three, this group could work on its own. They don't need the rest of the Judgment Day.
Bro, they don't need the Judgment Day. Yeah, they don't need a Judgment Day.
Talking about having like a strong female faction in the WWE, this would be it. You got obviously the leader, you got like the powerhouse, and you got the up and comer.
What other female factions do we have?
We really don't. They're kind of like tag teams, if anything. We got Lash Legend, Nia Jax, obviously Flair and Bliss. You got the Kabuki Warriors. There was Damage Control, if you think about it.
But that's all tag teams, though, huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not like what we have in Judgment Day here. This DoorDash fucking commercials are funny. I like how they just like integrated DoorDash. Is that what you see? Is that, you have to see commercials on your end?
Yeah. I'm getting the exact same commercials as you.
It's just so funny. Like Triple H walking to you with a DoorDash bag. And yeah, see, it's interesting though. Like to talk like Royal Rumble, like it just has like a different feel for me because it's in Saudi this year.
Yeah, it sucks that it's in Saudi, but hey, it is what it is, right? I know a lot of people complain.
I wish it could go actually.
Right.
I'm telling you, the whole Dave Chappelle like special, just like really like it, almost like he hard sold me on Saudi Arabia. He speaks so highly of it, like it's like, damn, now it intrigues me. I kind of want to just go.
I mean, certain
not
people
saying
can go,
I condone.
Certain people can go. Certain people can go to Saudi.
I know that's true too. I don't got it like that.
Yeah, we ain't got it like that, bro.
Yeah, but it's interesting because clearly it being in Saudi and it's kind of like this, we're gonna be watching it like earlier in the day. But yeah, I think for the most part though, like these Saudi crowds have been relatively good in the past few years. Yeah,
they've been good. They've been good.
But obviously with the Rumbles,
they did really good when what is his name? Not Jimmy. When Jimmy turned on Roman.
Oh yeah, that was at Saudi, right?
Yeah, that was at Saudi. That was by far one of my favorite moments at Saudi.
That's right.
I just remember him telling Jay, "I got you." He pushes Jay, fucking super kicks Roman. I was like, "Oh dang!"
That's right.
That was awesome.
Oh shoot, that bloodline story was just one of the ages, like one for the ages, right?
The bloodline story literally brought me back to wrestling.
My gosh.
Like I was definitely in and out. I was in and out of wrestling and I only like kind of stuck around because of Bray Wyatt, but like the bloodline story literally brought me back into wrestling.
Right. So it looks like, I know we haven't really talked about this, but it seems like WWE's washing themselves off of Travis Scott here, because I know they got Eminem's Godzilla.
I love this song.
Yeah, I know, it's really catchy.
No to the table, and I turn to a monster.
Bailey.
I'm confused on Bailey's character too, dude. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her.
Yeah, it almost felt like they had a plan to go with it, but it almost seems like
Lyra lost the direction.
Yeah, like I felt like it got lost when they have to incorporate Lyra.
Yeah.
I love the crowds cheering, singing Bailey's song right now. I love it. Hey, Bailey.
Bro, they love her over there in Europe, huh?
I want to know. Fuck yeah. Hug her, Bailey, hug her. What are you, silly?
I guess we're gonna have.
I told you he's gonna hug her.
I guess we're gonna have a Lyra versus Bailey down the road.
Oh, I'm sure. Hug me tighter. Oh, The El Grande Americano.
I'm interested to see what happens when Chad Gable comes back, man. I miss that guy.
Dude, I'm sure he's going to return at the Rumble, too. Did you see the clip with, because it, didn't mention this, but AAA also happened over the weekend, right?
Right.
They had a match, and obviously there was the return of Santos Escobar. But did you see the match between El Grande and El Vikingo?
I didn't.
Dude, so there was this clip where Vikingo was attacking Grande Americano in the corner, and Grande Americano actually like yells at the ref, like tells him, yo, like tell him just be careful of my neck for fuck's sake. You could hear the audio. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I think I actually forwarded it to like the group here, but yeah, it was crazy. Just like I was like, damn, man.
I'll go check it out. Fuck, I might have missed it.
Vikingo was like working stiff with him. Oh man, he really went with the 6'7". Oh man, that's clearly this generation's slogan.
Him go, bro. Let him go.
No, I'm not gonna be a hater. Let them have it.
That's so good. Let him go.
Oh yeah,
he is the young OG.
Yeah, a Grande Americano.
Right there, this guy too, bro. Javon Evans, he's gonna have a banger of a year.
Dude, his matches with like Leon Slater from TNA.
Oh, bro.
Like the matches with him and against him. Oh, my gosh, like those two. Definitely the future of wrestling.
Bro, Leon Slater versus freaking
Carmelo Hayes.
Oh my God. Dude,
that was amazing. It was an amazing.
That was an amazing match. You know, and even as much Sami Zayn fatigue as I have, bro, the Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov match was a good match too.
Oh, they have really good chemistry, them too. Oh, that was close as hell. Javon, I think you gotta say it in Spanish. Yes, sir. Whoa.
Bro, I can only imagine how this guy used to be on the indies.
It's crazy. I haven't really seen that many videos on him, like during his indie days.
Yeah.
Have you been a fan of this El Grande Americano persona?
I was in the beginning. I feel like he's kind of tapering off for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I know he's like obviously a little bit more over in AAA.
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously, and they have his other colleagues. You know, shall we mention who they could be? Potentially, potentially Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Potentially. Allegedly.
But yeah, like you said, like you said, it'll be interesting to see what happens when Gable returns.
You know,
maybe we just have that interaction in the Rumble, right? Like have El Grande Americano be in the ring, and Gable shows up.
Right there. No, this would be. You know what would be great is if Chad Gable ends up coming back at the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow gets eliminated during the Rumble. I mean, let him stay in the Rumble for a while.
Paul McFoley.
Somehow ends up getting eliminated during the Rumble. El Grande Americano. Maybe even let El Grande Americano eliminate him. And then freaking let him come back out as the other El Grande Americano.
That'd be wild.
Dude, that'd be so hilarious.
That'd be wild. That would get a pop.
They would get a pop.
That would definitely get a pop.
100%. Or could you imagine like if El Grande Americano's music hits for him to come out and then both of them come out at the same time?
I was thinking that too. Like, what the hell are you doing here? Yeah, they just have a standoff at the entrance. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, Gable needs to come back. Like, I know he's...
How long has he been out? He's been out for a minute now, huh?
Yeah. It almost feels like it's almost been a year.
That's what it feels like. It feels like he's been like out for almost a year.
The interesting thing about this whole El Grande Americano gimmick, right, is do you think they're ever gonna have them reveal like themselves at some point?
That's a good question. I think
if they do, how?
I don't know if that's a good question. See, like I don't know if they would ever have. I don't know if they would ever have them. Like which El Grande Americano? Like Chad Gable's one?
Who knows? It's just like that's the thing too, right? Because it's gonna be incumbent of like who's the actual person under the mask, right? They're gonna like obviously like who's the actual El Grande Americano, right? Well, the real El Grande Americano, please stand up, kind of thing.
but like, so the thing is like everybody likes the current El Grande Americano, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's so over in that persona. It's like it's kind of wild to think that like it's supposed to be just a running gag, but he took to that character so well.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's almost hard to see him not running that character, right?
Right.
But at the same time, we all know that that's Chad Gable's character, and kind of hard to take that away from him. So it's just
almost at some point there needs to be some clarification.
Yeah, there has to
be,
right? Or is WWE gonna pull a laptop GM and just have him disappear and never have an explanation?
Oh gosh, please don't.
I mean, I can see maybe Gable eventually pulling the mask off.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit!
Oh no!
They threw the X.
Oh no!
They threw the X.
Javon Evans is freaking hurt.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. He's holding it. It looks like he's holding his wrist or like his arm. Shit.
Oh no.
Oh, looks like a shoulder. Damn it. Hate to see shit like that.
Oh no.
You know the crazy thing is, right? Like because like they're obviously heels, on-screen heels.
Right.
It's like how do you conduct yourself to like I guess it's easy that for them to still be in that character, but it's like
right.
It's like, shit, I feel bad. Like it literally the match just ended because he really got hurt. I was like, but then you still like try to like act as a heel.
You gotta stay in character, but you want to feel bad for the dude.
Yeah, it's so funny. So obviously they're replaying the result of that Becky Lynch Maxine Dupree match.
I wonder if they're trying to make a big thing out of it.
They should. I think if you want to elevate Maxine, you know, and like obviously capitalize on this Natty Blackheart, you know, persona, this is a good way to do it. I'm over like having Natty come out with all these colors though. She needs to. I like the black spandex and
I agree.
Ponytail.
Have her come out in MMA
Mouth
gear.
guard, right?
Yeah.
Kind of excited for this match.
Yeah. So did you see the interview with Finn Balor and Cody and how he talked about how WWE kind of like muddied about the whole demon persona and why he doesn't like using it?
I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, dude.
What did
like,
he say?
He basically talked about it like how he WWE kind of muddied. WWE muddied basically like the meaning of the demon.
Okay.
Like he basically used it to hype himself up as far as like how he gets ready for his matches and all that other stuff. And that was just basically his persona and everything. But then WWE changed it. They wanted to change it to make it so like it can only come out when like he's getting beat up or all this. You know what I mean? Like he's being pinned into a corner.
Yeah.
So
like
it's
trying
making
to like
him
get through adversity, right? It's
right,
like last resort.
But then he didn't like that because it's making it look like he can't win, and the only way he can win is if he brings out the demon character, and so it makes him look weak, and he didn't like that. So that's why he kind of doesn't like using the demon character anymore. And I was like, Brad, that kind of sucks though because like
it does.
But
man, it's crazy though. Is I think in past vignettes, they're teasing Demon Finn.
Yeah, because did you see? Was it like
the Easter eggs
1 or 2 weeks ago where he you know how he does that? When he does his entrance, he always does that the pat on the leg, and then he does like
yeah,
bro. He did that, and then he just stopped, and I was like, man, I want to see him do that again, and I want his old music to come back. Bro, his old music is so bomb.
I think it's coming.
Especially when
I really do think that.
A couple months ago when he showed up in NXT when they were bringing back like all the OGs from NXT.
Yeah.
They played his old music. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. No, I think it's coming back. Yeah, because I think like I don't know if it was last week's Raw or the Raw before. In the Judgment Day locker room, there was little Easter eggs on the wall, indicating Demon Finn.
Right.
So people are like, "Oh shoot, he's coming back! He's coming back!"
This is WWE Unreal. What?
This is season 2, right?
What are your thoughts on Paul Heyman's stance on it?
That's I get it. He's old school.
He is old school.
They're like he said, like he's an OG, and like that's like something that they would hold secret or consider sacred in the business. Right?
Do you think that they expose too much of the business now?
No, because let's be honest. All right, like okay, I think it's a good topic here. I think what Unreal is no different from what the dirt sheets do.
It's stuff that we kind of already knew. They're just confirming it.
Yeah, it's just a full-fledged production of it, right?
Right.
The dirt sheets, like, look, what they do is they like to leak stuff. Obviously it's gonna grab attention, and it's gonna definitely get the clicks. So what they're doing is no different, So to say like whether or not they were from the industry or they're just an outsider speaking about it, it's almost seemingly the same thing. As far as it being visible to the eye, kind of like having the cameras in the back, obviously the interactions that you don't normally see. It's like basically the same stuff that dirt sheets talk about, right? We just don't see it. So there's it's almost hard to confirm what the dirt sheets say,
right?
As opposed to this show, it's after the fact, but you're actually seeing the behind the scenes footage. Some of them talking about what led to some of the events that transpired. So yeah, it's slightly the opposite, but it's again what they're doing is peeling back the curtain to give you that whole behind the scenes look or a little bit of the the thought process as to why decisions are being made. Right. But also they also kind of highlight some of those surprises, some of the returns and things like that a lot of the dirt sheets typically will do just to get their clicks, their likes, and whatnot.
Right.
It's just that we're in the social media age. It's like, how can you? You got to be really on top of your shit to make sure things don't get leaked online, right? Whether it's like, photos or even just news in general. It's
There
hard.
he is.
Here
there
we go.
Is. There he is. Oba.
Watch him do the whole. They're gonna give him the whole Veer Mahan shit stick.
Oh, they better not. They better not. I'm gonna be so mad.
Veer is near. Veer is coming.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
I like how they put it on blue, making it think like he's gonna end up on SmackDown. He's gonna head on Raw.
Who should be Oba's first person to go after?
Ooh. Let's assume that he goes on Raw, right?
And that first one has to make an impact statement. Because if he goes against somebody, because we have to make him look good, right? And if we put him against somebody that's too small, it's not really gonna make too big of an impact. It'll just make it look like a.
I feel like they would though. That's just such the WWE model.
I know, but I wouldn't. That's such a waste, though, right? Like, why would you put him against? If you really want to make an impact, you maybe want to put him against somebody a little bit bigger.
See, that's the
bigger
thing.
Name.
So it's interesting because they've already put him in a match with Cody Rhodes. Like that's a fucking big name, right?
Bro. That's top tier right there.
So I understand your thought process here.
Right, because
why would you go backwards?
This is going to be his official first time on the roster. Like, I mean, sure, he went against Cody, but he wasn't an official wrestler on the main roster. But now he's going to be on the main roster, and it's going to count now. So who does he go after first time?
See, that's the thing, right? You just had him against Cody.
Yep.
And how?
And any way you go is not. I mean, you're either going lateral or you're going backwards. There's no going up, honestly, because Cody was the top at the time.
Yeah. Main roster. I'm trying to think about this roster. For one thing, is he being brought in as a heel or a face? Well, what do you think?
I think they're bringing him in as a face.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. They have to. There's no way they cannot bring him in as a face right out the gate. I see Oba eventually turning heel eventually. I see the makings of him turning heel, but I don't think heel right off the bat is the right thing to do. I think bringing him in as a face is the right thing to do.
So I think honestly, I feel like people might not be okay with this, but for some reason, I feel like we need to build them up still. And I think I wouldn't mind seeing him just take out freaking the New Day. Because there's three of them. New Day?
Okay.
There's three of them, right?
Okay, no, I'm okay with that. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I think
when it comes to the mic work, New Day can hold their own.
Sure.
And Oba can definitely, build on that. Because he's not too bad on the mic.
No, he's not bad at all.
He showed it on NXT.
He showed it against Cody. Bro, yeah, his promos against Cody were fire.
I think they would have pretty good promos. And then, obviously, New Day, specifically Woods and Kofi, very tenured veterans. I think they can make them look good.
Yes, I agree.
But in hindsight, if we, let's just say, went to go lateral, like you were saying, fuck, I'd say just fucking throw him into the mix with like the whole fucking CM Punks and the whole Vision level of main eventers. But the only problem here is storyline wise, I don't know how they would fit him.
What about Logan? Logan's not doing anything at the moment.
See, that's the problem here is you if you go after anyone in the division, it's like you're taking on all of them, right? It's
That's
not
true.
just one. So
That's
it gets
true.
it feels almost convoluted with what's also happening in the background with CM Punk, and then any other formidable opponents. Like you see that they're also in a feud with with Penta, Ray, and Dragon Lee. So it's like it's so like muddled up now,
Right.
with
Right.
that whole group, and it's almost like you're always you're not fighting just one, you're fighting against all.
Yeah.
Oh, main event time. Here we go.
Because what else big name bad guys do we have on Raw?
That's the thing. Almost seems slightly thin because
It does seem thin, yeah.
it just feels like the Vision's like the top heel right now on this brand. You have the Judgment Day, but Finn seemingly is going to be transitioning to be a baby face. Dirty Dom's off TV, right? That's the other part of it too.
Yep.
Maybe you could put him in a program with Dirty Dom, but I don't know. That would be interesting too, right?
And see, that was one of the ones I would have suggested if Dominic wasn't hurt. Is that Oba go after Dominic? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't mind them keeping Oba in the mid card scene for a while. Don't put him in the main title scene. I want Oba to float around the mid card scene for a while. Let him build his reputation, and then when they're ready, put him in the main title scene. You know what I mean? Because I see Oba in a few years, for at least maybe 4 years down the line. I see Oba sitting in the main title scene somewhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you know what, I actually could see it happening with him against the Vision at some point, but not right away.
Same here.
Because I think he could actually have really good matches with Logan, Bronson Reed for sure.
And that's what I was just about to say. I think him and Bronson Reed would put on a really good match.
Yeah. So I think eventually it can happen, but I would say let's build them up for a bit.
Yeah,
introduce them more to the mainstream fans, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And I again, I look at New Day, they're not doing shit because obviously tag team division is shit right now.
Right.
And you got really good, but then they're really good workers. That's the thing. They're really good workers. They do really good promos. I think they can build up Oba. And they can definitely put him up. They can definitely make him look good. All three of them. Right, like it doesn't necessarily have to be a specific feud with one person. He can go through all three of them.
Yeah, for sure.
That eventually will show his dominance too, like as the type of wrestler he is. He could definitely take on even maybe two of them at the same time.
Because I think it was a fantastic idea to put Cody and Oba together because it worked so well, and it really showcased Oba Femi. Introduced him to everybody who didn't know him. For people who don't watch NXT at all. You know what I mean? It introduced him to everybody else in the WWE universe. Yeah. And you got to showcase him. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when he does come up to the main roster, there's already that expectation that's already set. You know what I mean? They know what to expect from him. Yeah. And there's going to be excitement built. There's already excitement built around him. But do you think that maybe it was a mistake putting him against such a big name right out the gate?
No, I think it was okay. I think it was fine. Yeah. It's not like he took an L.
No, he didn't. You know
what I mean? So
they both were strong in that match.
Yeah, I think they benefited. They both benefited from that match.
100%.
But at the end of the day, too, clearly there was that little run-in with Drew, so he kind of had his little interaction with Drew as well, and Drew's now the world champion, or the undisputed champion for that brand. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. But thinking about this too, it's just Trick Williams was just introduced to the main roster. And he's so over.
Yeah. Okay.
So over right now.
On the off chance that Oba Femi goes to SmackDown,
Mm-hmm.
Who would you put him against on SmackDown?
If he went to SmackDown.
On the off chance he goes to SmackDown. I can't see him going there because there's too many new NXT guys going there, but on the off chance that he goes, because I feel like SmackDown's roster is super stacked. That it doesn't make sense to put him there.
I honestly would put him up against Miz.
That's a good one. But
so my argument for me putting him up against like people like the Miz or the New Day is because these guys are very tenured.
I can't argue with that.
It's like they can make their feuds look good and feel relevant because they're so good at the mic. The promos would hit, and they would allow Oba to easily go over in terms of winning matches against them.
Bro, and the Miz is a safe bet to elevate your star. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like he has like such a great track record of elevating stars and making them look good. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing with the Miz is like even though he elevates all these up and coming stars, he's like his stock doesn't diminish at all. You know what I mean? Like he just
stays relevant.
Yeah, he stays relevant.
Yeah. Like, I know he like the Miz right now is kind of tied with the whole Randy Orton thing, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really do much for me. It intrigues me more to see people like the Miz help younger talent.
Okay, what did he say was on the line?
I didn't catch that. Oh, he said to put his career on the line.
Yeah, his career on the line.
Already.
I guess we are going there then, huh?
Already? Nah.
Yeah, I guess we're going there already.
At the Rumble, right?
At the Rumble.
There's no way he would end it right at the Rumble. I don't think so. I think AJ takes the win. They probably give Gunther the loss on that one. Or it goes to a no contest. Something. Maybe they give AJ the win and then Gunther wins the Rumble. I don't know.
This is an unusually long pause for an entrance.
It is Finn. Balor country. Wow. Hometown. Or not a hometown, but like European crowd. Obviously from out that way. Oh, you just asked for his OG song.
Oh, that's right. I was turning up my headphones. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I swear, it sounds
shit.
like his OG music.
Here we go.
That's why I was like, I had to turn up my headphones. I was like, bro, it sounds like his OG music. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. WWE, we know you watching.
Bro.
We're doing this shit in real time. Calling it.
Bro, that's why I had to turn up my headphones. I was like, bro, I swear this sounds like his OG music.
Oh, look at him. Acknowledging the fans.
Oh,
holy shit.
I love this.
How crazy would it be if they gave him the win?
Bro, I'll take it. Actually, I want it.
How crazy would that be? Look at this crowd. They're fucking.
Bro, they're eating it up.
Yeah. This is definitely a Balor country crowd. Against a CM Punk, who's obviously not hated here either. It's just.
No.
You're just in enemy's territory right now.
Oh
Bullet Club.
Bro. Oh, this gave me chicken skin.
Oh, it feels like they're gonna give him the title. It feels like it, man. It's crazy. How wild would that be? Because they just pulled this off on SmackDown. Drew beating Cody, right? How crazy to think they would actually put Finn over right now against Punk.
That'd be great.
How fucking crazy, right?
Bro, and what a way to kick off our podcast, right?
Seriously.
Watching Finn win the title, like, come on, WWE.
Oh, this would be sick.
Hey, and then just continue the program with Punk and Finn. Bro, I'm for it.
Hey, talk about changing things up. I like it.
Let's go, Papa H.
Wow, look at this crowd there. Ooh, this feels like a fucking change is gonna happen. Oh fuck, I don't want to jinx it, but damn it,
dude, that was so good. That was so
just
good.
just look at Punk's demeanor, you know?
Yeah.
And how Finn is right now.
Oh, bro, the crowd is eating it up.
Oh shit. Wow. Wait, where? Oh, they're in Belfast. Okay, I for some reason I almost felt like they were in Ireland. Oh, they're booing.
Oh,
Punk.
they're booing Punk.
They are booing Punk.
They're booing him, and they were just singing his song earlier.
I know, right? Y'all fans are fickle up in Europe. I love you guys, but man, be consistent. Don't flip flop that easily.
I don't know. After they gave me Balor's old music, I'd flip too, bro.
No, that's so true. Is my geography bad? Where the fuck is Belfast? Oh, hello. Belfast is in Ireland. Sorry, folks. I'm being a dumbass today. So he is in his country.
Yep.
Huh? Like it makes sense, obviously. This whole fucking time. Wow. Are we gonna see a title change? This is gonna be fucking nuts. Balor. This would be fucking nuts.
Dude. So if Balor wins, do you think this extends the life of the Judgment Day, or this begins this like pushes the
I think it adds to the story. It adds to the story because obviously, like when Liv returned and had that whole, we're bringing gold back to Judgment Day, story. This clearly plays into it.
Right.
Right. Jay would be loving this right now.
Oh yeah, he would. It's too bad he couldn't join us, dude.
I know. Yeah, it is kind of wild to think because it's been so long to see Finn hold a major singles title, right?
Yeah.
He's clearly been holding tag team gold.
And Finn is so overdue for one, bro.
Yeah, and he ain't getting any younger too. I think a lot of people forget how old he is. He's in his 40s.
Right.
But it's almost like the guy was the inaugural Universal the WWE Universal Champion, but barely held it, because of the injury that he sustained in that match against Seth Rollins. And since then, he hasn't had a major singles title. If I'm not mistaken, I know at some point too, he also returned back to NXT. I'm not sure exactly if he had won the NXT title while being back there, but otherwise, yeah, it'd be a hell of a thing to see him win this title tonight.
He's hyped, dude. You can tell.
It's just there's just a feel, right? Like it's
the vibe,
like something's
bro.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
like
bro, Balor's he's wrestling different, bro. Like you can just feel it.
Yeah. Oh, they got some CM Punk fans out there.
Yeah.
Might be the kids. Only the kids would cheer for the good guy. Yeah. Let's be real. It's always.
Ooh,
he's trolling him.
CM Punk mocking
he knows, dude. He knows what he's doing. Oh, man.
Oh, bro, that entrance. Oh, dude, that was
called
so
it, man.
Good.
He called it like you're like. Good. You say you missed it. You just spoke it to the universe. See what happens, bro, and the WWE universe hears us.
No, so that's why I was like, bro, that was an unusually long wait for an entrance, and then the music hit, and I was like, dude, that's why I was turning on my headphones. I was like, I swear that sounds like his old entrance music. I was like, oh shit,
yeah,
oh damn,
because it still had like the Judgment Day colors, right? So you're like, oh shit. But then when they said Balor country, I was like, oh shit. Yeah. It is freaking old theme.
Dude, that gave me chicken skin. That was so good. That was so good.
What is chicken skin, Nick, for our viewers? For those that don't know,
is that a Hawaii? Is that a Hawaii thing?
That's a Hawaii thing, dude.
Is it?
Because our like the general term that's similar to it would be goosebumps.
Oh. See, I didn't know that.
Really?
I thought yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that was a Hawaii thing.
Okay. You know, now you know.
For our general viewers, I think Jojo just explained it for you guys, but I'll elaborate a little more. For our general viewers, chicken skin is basically goosebumps, but we call it chicken skin here in Hawaii.
Because there's not many goose out there.
Yeah, there's not many.
You don't eat too much goose. The nene goose.
We have nene goose out here, but those. Is
that that's the state bird too, right?
Nene goose. It is. But those guys are assholes. So we don't mess with them.
Those tall fucks.
Yeah, they're assholes. So we don't mess with them.
Oh my goodness,
they're not cool.
It's just funny, like hearing chicken skin, because that's the only time I know I hear that is in Hawaii. Obviously, like around Halloween and like the horror stories and those what do you call it? Like those like ghost stories, like in like certain like what do you call it? Like those historical spots on the island. And
right.
Funny part too about this is that I remember watching Ghost Hunters. There was like an episode of Ghost Hunters where they actually went to the plantation village. Oh. And of course, who lives next to that? Crazy, right? All my life.
Yeah.
All my life hadn't, no clue, like that area specifically, had a lot of ghost stories.
You literally
over the fence.
Right down the road.
I know. Just separated between, a land of marsh and, a bunch of homeless people and drug addicts in between the plantation village and like where my home is in Hawaii. Yeah, so that's too funny. It's crazy, like how they have like the little like encampment there. It's wild.
That's crazy.
I know. But yeah.
Oh man.
There you go, chicken skin, right? That's the definition of chicken
that's the definition of chicken skin. And now for our mainland viewers out there, you're a little bit more Hawaiian.
There you go. Yeah, one step closer to being local. I assume that they're going to give them like a good amount of time for this match.
Oh yeah, they have to, dude.
Yeah.
They can't make this a short match. This has got to be a.
Yeah.
I want to say this is probably going to be a good like 15-minute match at least.
I say it goes like 20, 25.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't have to really like go too far into it, but who do you think could be this year's Royal Rumble winner? men's and women's. Actually, don't say who you think. Who would you like to see the win to actually win? Throw some names out there.
That's a good one.
I'll say for me.
Okay, yeah. You go first.
At least for the men's, I can start off by saying, like, for the men's, I would like to see Sami Zayn. I would like to see LA Knight. I would actually like to see even Gunther, for that matter, be the winner. Women's side. I did mention Bianca Belair. I think Liv Morgan could actually potentially, for me, like I would actually like to see her win. And the only reason why, because I know in the past few Rumbles, she's come very close to winning them. She's never won it, right? So I almost felt like they continue to tease her winning Rumbles, but not actually doing so. So I think this year might also be it. That's kind of like my list right now.
I kind of agree. I kind of want to see LA Knight win Royal Rumble. Who else for the men's do I want to see? I don't know. That's kind of tough. There's not that
It is
many
kind of an
people
interesting thing to think about, right?
Like, there's not many guys I want to see win the Rumble. I kind of just want to go, like, besides like LA Knight, I want to see him win because I want him, either that or Elimination Chamber, because I want to see him go to Mania and win a title. Like, I feel like he needs to at least win one. Other than that, there's not a lot of guys that I want to see win it. Women's, I'd like to see Roxy win it.
Oh, too soon for me.
Too soon?
Too soon, yeah. I think it's too soon.
Who else? Was she the second to the last? Yeah, she lasted a long time
Yeah, like she hung in there with like till the end, almost against Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think I would have been on board with that more if I didn't see how she's been utilized in the Judgment Day. Not to say she hasn't been used good, but I just don't see her coming up on top over her peers. This early on.
Only reason I say Roxy is because nobody would expect it.
That's definitely true too.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
And we know Roxy can hold her own, so it's one of those things that nobody would expect it, and I think she would do good. And that could create animosity amongst Liv and Raquel, because Raquel is currently in the main title scene. Liv wants to be in the main title scene, and then Raquel would be in the main title scene where both of them wanted to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be an interesting story. Who else? Yeah, I'd love to see Bianca win one too. I'd love to see Bianca win, especially if she'd go after Jade and dethrone her.
Bianca's already won one too, right? If I'm not mistaken. It was the pandemic Rumble.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. You know who else I'd like to see win either Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber? Chelsea Green.
She definitely will. Not saying that this upcoming one, I think she will eventually.
Yeah.
She'll definitely build herself to like main event level.
So remember that when we had that whole, I think it was on our last episode where we talked about who we think would have a good 2026, and I said I'll save it for next year. That was my pick for the saving it for next
Really?
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Chelsea
I love
Green's
Chelsea.
on.
Chelsea's,
I feel like Chelsea's eventually gonna become a really big name.
yeah.
She's right there. It's just up to WWE when they're gonna give it to her.
Right. Oh shit,
Oh.
GTS. No.
Oh.
There's the Finn Balor guy. That's the Finn Balor guy.
That's the Finn Balor
Brock
guy.
Lesnar guy has Brock Lesnar has his own guy. That was the Finn Balor guy.
Yeah, that was the Finn Balor guy.
He could he needs to lock in that handle for IG sooner than later.
Yep. He needs to lock it in right now.
Lock it in right
Finn
now. Finn Balor guy.
Balor guy.
That dude right there.
Right there.
His little porn stash.
That guy needs to lock that in right now.
Oh. Anaconda Vice.
Oh, Anaconda Vice.
I've never seen him put the vice on like that before. That transition.
You know, that's not the original way he put it on.
Yeah.
If you put it on the original way, if you put the Anaconda Vice on the original way he put it on, that shit actually hurts, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was like from a full mount position, right?
Yeah. Well,
he transitioned from a full mount to that.
So the arm is supposed to go over your neck instead of behind. Oh, dude, that shit, that thing literally chokes you out, dude.
Damn. Go to sleep. What happened to JD? Like, where's JD right now? Injury?
Did he get hurt? I think he got hurt.
Is it? It'd be kind of interesting if JD reappears and helps him.
Oh, here we go.
Wow. Could this fucking happen? Where are we with time right now?
Coup de grace.
No.
Kick out.
Yeah.
Yep. There's no way. That was too early.
Yeah, I know. It's 1-for-1 right now.
Yeah,
both
yeah.
Kicked out of each other's finisher.
Yeah, that was too early.
Imagine like big guys like ourselves doing like a Le Coup de Grace.
Oh, there's no way.
Somebody imagine like
I would kill
WWE
somebody
2K. Yeah,
I would
right.
kill somebody doing the coup de grace.
If you played like WWE 2K and then switch Bronson Reed's finisher to Le Coup de Grace.
I think Finn Balor can only do the
Yokozuna, right?
I think Finn Balor's probably all of like $120 maybe.
Oh shit.
Nice.
This is a really good match.
It is a really good match. Oh. Punk rolls through.
Fireman carry into go to sleep.
Oh. That was a nice GTS.
Oh. Wow. Damn.
Dang.
Damn, I really had the vibes like Finn could have won this one. Oh man. Looked like the air got sucked out of the crowd too. Really good match though.
It was a really good match.
Wow.
Oh, that's a shame. That would have been
Man,
so
WWE.
good.
I felt like they would have pulled the trigger on that one. But shit, I get it. We're going into Mania season.
We are going into Mania season. I guess they want Punk to lead it, right?
Probably.
Oh, that was such a good match, though. That's such a good match.
The crowd was into this one. But you know what? This kind of, again, it could play into the whole storyline about the Judgment Day fallout.
Oh, look at the disappointment.
Or downfall. Yeah, another meme in the making.
All right, well, is CM Punk gonna give him his
shake
flowers?
His hand. They're gonna shake hands. They're gonna shake hands. Yeah, he will. I think they use this as like a way to make the Judgment Day question him.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that tattoo on Punk's leg? Is that Michael Jackson? It looks like Michael Jackson.
I
didn't realize that.
It looks like Michael Jackson.
It does, right? Like freaking Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Oh, look at the sweat slapping.
Right? Yeah, I know. Finn's like, you got to work on your abs, bro.
Look at my washboard.
Yeah. Damn it. That would have been freaking crazy.
That would have been such an awesome change, dude.
Right? Oh, here we go. Here's the credits. Oh, the Paul Heyman head right there.
Yep, there it is. The Paul Heyman head. Run back in, Finn. Attack him.
I know, right?
Run back in. Run back in, Finn.
Yeah. Give us a Marvel ending. Come on. Dr. Doom his ass. Let's go.
Come on. They're going past the credits.
Oh,
come on, Finn.
They're dragging it out. They're dragging it out. Let's go. Still standing there. What are they teasing? What are they teasing? What if Finn wins the Rumble?
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Just gonna throw out some fucking possibilities out there, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, all right, man. Wow, that was a fun episode.
That was
definitely fun. Fun, different, nonetheless. Appreciate the time, as always. And again, to our viewers, trying to change things up. And at the same time, we continue to thank you for all the support that you give us. Continue to follow us on our social media platforms. And until next time.
Our next live stream, we're probably going to do Royal Rumble, maybe?
It's definitely on the calendar.
All right. Well, maybe if we can do it sooner, but we'll see. We'll see what happens,
yes,
right?
Sir. Exactly. Right. Otherwise, we'll catch y'all on the next one. We out.
We out.